Okay guys, welcome. This is Vamp on my review of American Truck Simulator, which I know there's a lot of reviews out there, but I kind of wanted to take it a little step further because I have a lot of mods actually on American Truck Simulator, and I also have a steering wheel that I'm actually using, and I will actually show you which one has actually been working very perfect for me with the pedals and everything. If you go into Logitech, they have a really good steering wheel, and let's see here, we'll just go with this. I think it's the G29. Yeah, it's the G29 wheel, and there it is right there. So you're looking close to these prices right here, which is not too shabby. They had a really good sale on it not long ago, and I got it for a lot less than that, probably half of that, which is definitely worth it. It's a pretty solid shifter, or pretty solid steering wheel with pedals. The pedals are really good. Everything's pretty stout on it. But yeah, I would definitely, and if you have time, pick this up. But there are some adapters that you can put on that for 18 wheel, and I will do a review on that as soon as I get that in. But anyway, so let's get on to the game, and I'll actually show you what I have been looking at here. Okay, so when you first start out, you make up a account, and of course you log into the server. So this is the account I've been using my mods on. We'll go to my mod manager, and I'll kind of show you what I actually have active on here. I actually have an HDNR fix, which kind of gives the a better resolution for, I don't know, realism kind of mod. I have a lot of these double trucks. This one right here is actually pretty interesting. It basically takes out all the green floating things. It actually replaces them with manholes, so you don't. It gives it more of a realistic feel throughout the whole game, and not just when you're pulling up to drop off a vehicle. And I will scroll through some of these and kind of show you some of the mods that I actually have on here. And as you can see, there is quite a few of mods that I actually have loaded up on this game. Very, very intensive as far as loading it up, but we're going to see how good it actually runs and works. So I like the customization of the game. I am using coast to coast right now, as you can see with the road sign. So I truly believe that they should have used Euro Truck Simulator. They really have put their time into the game, and I wish that they would actually come around and do that for American Truck Simulator. The reason why I'm saying this is that a lot of friends that I play with were multi-gamers, and it would be nice to see. Now, there is a mod that you can play online with your friends, but it would be nice to see these companies that come out with stuff like this actually come out with a game that would, I don't know, say start up a trucking company with your friends and actually make it to what it could be, and have other people that are on the road. And I think that it would be, to me, it would be a more realistic feel because you actually have real humans driving and not just AI all the time. So I think that they're on the right path of actually making the game that they've made. It would just be nice to see them expand on that, and not put all their eggs in one basket into Euro Truck Simulator. But having said that, this game is amazing. It's not really a game, it's a simulation slash game, I guess you could say. I'm having a blast with it. The only thing, like I said again, is that I miss having fun with my friends on this game, and I find myself sometimes going on to the multiplayer and actually following them with a couple of loads to different locations. But there is no, multiplayer achievements that you can get with each other and help each other out. As you can see, the paint job that I actually have on this truck right now is the West Coast, and I'm not sure exactly who made that mod. You can go on to Steam and actually look that up. But I've modified it, and I've put my own trucking company logo on there with my guild, hence the reason why I would love to have the multi-playing. And this is actually one of the things that I won through the Christmas event that was actually going on. So while you're sitting here waiting to get into what you want to do, you can actually have a pretty cool scene. And as you can see, this is pretty nice. Now I will actually add one thing. I wish that there would actually be snow on the road, as you're seeing right now, but there's not. I mean, they don't really get into the weather that much, which, you know, that's another thing that they could do. There are some weather mods out there, but they're not right there. They're not up to that standard. But anyway, having said that, the game is amazing. It looks good. The simulation is just ridiculously awesome. I absolutely love it. It just sucks I'm in an automatic right now. But let's go ahead and take a look at the game, and we're going to get right into it. So I do not remember where I'm at right now, so we're going to go down to the map and we're going to look. Oh, I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go down here because some of you might not get in. When you first get it, you might not get into coast to coast. You might not have all that. But as you can see, I can tell you that one of my favorite places is down here at Key West. They really did a really good job. The guy who made this mod really did a really good job with the Miami, the Key, all that. They did a really good job. Now, throughout this whole other area, you're going through a lot of flat stretch plains. There's really not much there. In some of the cities, these really kind of tried to make look good. I do know that if we cut over here to Denver, Colorado, looks pretty good. There's a few cities that are hit and miss. But for the most part, what we're going to do is go down to maybe Flagstaff, or let's go to Phoenix. And what I'm basically going to do is pick up a job and kind of show you a little bit about the game, and with all the mods that I already have, as you saw, already loaded up, how well this game can actually run when you actually get everything figured out the way that you want it. Let's just go ahead and go to Phoenix, and I'm going to go ahead and go quote travel there. And we're going to say yes to this. And as it takes its time to load up. Now, one thing that I will tell you about the steering wheel that I just showed you at the beginning of the video, as you can hear right now, there is no feedback on it right now, even though that I've had it plugged in. So what I have found with the steering wheels, once you already have them activated in the game, which you usually go to the wizard and you can set up all your buttons and key stuff like that to get everything going, I have found that the best thing to do after you load the game up is to wait just a second. There you go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, and you'll hear it, I'm going to take the USB out and I'm going to plug it back in. Now watch the steering wheel on the truck. You can see it moving. That way I know that it's actually activating properly and I'm good to go. Otherwise, if I start the vehicle up, I would have slammed right into the building because it wouldn't have had a connection properly to the deal. Now, let's go ahead and hit escape. And let's look up in our job market here real quick and let's see what we have. Okay, so we're going to go into freight here real quick. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and hit this. And I really don't want to run anything too far away. See, like there's some big ones. There's some that go a long way. I'm looking to actually go not that far away. Now, I actually love doubles. I run doubles all the time. I don't know what it is. It's just, but it's fun. It's a very fun challenge. Let's see here. Do we have anything that is very, very close by? I think the only thing is probably might be that right there. And we're going to look. Arizona. Well, we have something to Arizona here also. And to Tucson, Arizona, which is not that far away. We might actually just pick that one up and run with it. So I'm going to go ahead and set my GPS up to take that load. And what I like to do is, I've already got GPS on here, but I'm going to look, make sure that my fuel is, yeah, I got plenty of fuel and my guy's sleeping enough, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom my regular GPS up so I can actually see where I need to go. Now if you'll notice all the different things that are actually in this truck, I have C-3PO over here, and he actually will turn north. His head actually stays north, which is actually, it's a pretty cool little thing. For the simulation part of everything, I think it's a really neat integration to the mod. Now, keep in mind, I do not have heavy traffic on. So some of you guys are actually looking at this game like, man, that's a lot of traffic. No, there's a lot more traffic than what you're seeing right now. Okay, and I cannot wait to get the shifter in, and once I do get the shifter in, you guys are definitely going to see what the shifter's like. Alright, so we're going to get on out of here and go down. Let's see how far away we have. We've only got a mile down the road, and we're going to be picking this load up. I'm going to go ahead and go to somebody that's going. Now, I have played this game in VR, and I'm going to tell you right now, the VR mode in this is amazing, especially in this truck. This is a Viper, and I'm shocked at the way that they made this. This is also a mod. This truck is really nice looking. As you saw, I had a little bit of hiccup there because we had a bunch of traffic going on. But when you look around in this truck, I mean, it's made very nice. Go ahead and center this thing up here real quick, and we're building up traffic behind us. So let's go ahead and get up here. Okay, let's go ahead and make sure there's nobody coming. Okay, we got that going. Okay, we should be good to go. All right. I would suggest that you have something like head tracking or something like that if you're going to be playing this game, because it's a very hard thing to actually sit there and go back and forth between your mouse and the steering wheel. That's why I enjoyed the VR gear. That was pretty nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and now, as you see, there's the manhole. So I'm going to drive over the manhole here real quick. And I'm going to stop, and the menu actually pops up on its own. I'm going to hit the button, and we're going to pick this load up. Okay, and this is the one that we're wanting right here. Ah, they do have doubles. Well, you know what? I might just go ahead and run the doubles. Let's go ahead and, yeah, I'll go ahead and do FedEx. Let's run a FedEx. And then I'll run confirm. And I'm going to go ahead and take the job. So if any of you guys were wondering how you actually change from a single to a double or triple or whatever, it's going to be only on freight. And it's going to be this little cogwheel right here. And you can actually change. And then we're going to take the job. Here's another thing to note. If you take external contracts, you're going to be limited to a speed. So a lot of you are wondering, why is my speed so bad when I'm driving these? Well, that's because they slow them down. Or some of you may not know. You're just kind of like, man, sometimes my truck is running good, sometimes it's not. But the deal with the external contracts is it will only let you go a certain amount of speed limit. So this is why I like my freight market, because it gives me the access to have a little bit more freedom. Okay, here we go. Let's pick this thing up. Also, if you'll notice, the truck is actually moving a lot more. It's actually got a little bit more move to it, turn, and you'll see when I run up on a curve or something, because I'm pretty sure we'll have a curve that I'll run up on or something, and to kind of show you what it actually does. It's really nice on the suspension part of the side of it. Now, as you can see, you see there is no thing going up and down on the trailers. We have more of a realistic cone, and that's it. cone. Now it's okay to run over the cones, so just FYI, some of you may be asking, well, can you run over the cones? Yes, you can run over the cones. I kind of like to try to line it up so that I actually have a good backup. Looking good on that side. I'm just going to slide it right on in. There we go. And I'm going to hit my button. Okay, and here we go. I may have to back it up. Yep, I'm going to have to back it up just a little bit. Don't want to get too bad on these doubles because you won't be able to get them out. They'll get stuck and everything will get really bad. Okay, so let's see if we can turn around here. And you can probably hear that steering wheel just moving around. I can't hear it because I've got my headphones on, so that's a good thing. So in gaming, as far as the headsets, like I said, it's a good steering wheel. I'm not noticing the sound effects of the actual steering wheel. So, now somebody has always told me that these cars usually will back up, but I have not seen it yet as of to date. So if he gets pushed around, he gets pushed around. We're trying to show a video here and this person's being an idiot, so anyway. Alright, did no damage to my truck, so I'm fine with it. Also on my, get this map switched over here real quick. Oh, I've got one more thing to show you, and it's not really a mod, it's an SII file, which is your audio. So I'll show that to you real quick. Let me stop the truck here real quick. We're going to hit escape. And if there's any parts of this that you want to know how I got, just let me know. Say, hey, Vamp, how did you get this? And I will definitely tell you right here, the remote base. We're going to go ahead and turn this on. And as you can see, it's linking up. There we go. And then we're going to go back to driving. Now my CB is actually active. It's working. Well, it's not really, but it is. This is actually live streaming from a base ham radio that's being redone through the internet. And so I'm actually grabbing hold of the live wire or live feed that's actually going on the ham. As you can, there it goes. It's already starting up.
W6 DK from W6 JRK.
There we go. So it just adds a little bit of realism to it, which I think is kind of cool. And as you can see, these guys are just in chat.
From time to time when he's driving around. Happy New Year.
It's not as bad as some of those that are actually out there. Now you can see my turn. I didn't know what I had a problem with the controller is that my truck would actually come to a complete stop before I was actually able to drive, and that was a big bother.
Don't you think it would be like some kind of heated political discussion followed by 100 dB input enter time? Yep. See what to start with. And now, hammer down.
So we'll sit here and drive just a little bit. How much further do we have to go? We only have 2 hours, so it's just right down the road, not that far. I apologize, this is going to be a little, just a little jumpy.
What was your experience with finding a good, cheap, not an everyday carry knife, but like a beater knife that has the back lock, not and the button assist? Not the freaking.
Here, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, but you kind of get the idea. Turn this volume off.
Copy, where do you get bird from, Roger?
Anyway, no, I enjoy listening to those guys. It's kind of cool because it's you get the whole effects of a of an actual CB, which is pretty neat. Definitely wouldn't have it on while your kid's driving. If you're letting your kid drive, I would not turn it on, because there's sometimes they talk about stuff you probably don't want your kids to hear. So, but anyway, okay, so we're gonna move on down the road here. Now there's a little bit of a dead zone in the actual steering wheel, and it goes from here to here to here to here, and it's very minute, but it actually is not too shabby. I find that the dead zone is annoying to a certain degree, but not too bad. Once you get used to it, it's actually not too bad. I don't mind it. I'm actually I can get back on track as quick as I need to. Yes, Vamp is actually vaping right now, so I'm kind of just chilling out here. We're driving a truck, and as you can see, the texture, I do have all the different texture qualities on with the mountains and on the foliage. All that stuff's new. Airport's off on our right, on our left here. Those planes do take off and land. R2-D2's still over there, and he's still moving his head to the north. Okay, well, since we're already down the road, I'm not going to make this slow all the way, but I kind of wanted to show you what it was like. If you'll notice, there's no old cars running around here. Everything's updated. If you've noticed some of the traffic of the trucks, they have some of the newer things on them. And also the company logos, which I think is really, really neat. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, this copyright infringement, da 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 da. Okay, first off, the way I look at this is more, these companies should be paying these gaming companies to actually use their logo because they're advertising for them. So, I mean, the same can be said either way. I think it adds a lot of realism to the game, but promoting a company, in my opinion, is awesome. I think they went about it the right way as far as having the gamers or the modders out there be able to mod these and bring out the real logos. We'll look for rest area here real quick so that we can turn it into the nighttime and you can actually see what it looks like at night. I forgot. See, I was going to pull over and sleep. But see, that's another complaint of mine in the simulation, is that you can't just pull over to the side of the road and actually get in the back of the sleeper and actually go to sleep. Also, it's always set to 10 hours. Well, why that is, I don't know. Now, there are some mods out there that will only let you sleep for 2 hours, which that's not really realistic either. But anyway, there was a sleeping place right there. Just past that, we'll just keep on stretching it out here real quick. If I'm a little bit jerky on the wheel, that's my bad. I try to keep my reference point is at the front with the Angel up there. I try to keep her feet on the white line as much as I can. For any of you that are actually starting off in the game, it may help you out just a little bit. Always use your rear view mirrors too. That really does help. Look off into the left there. I mean, it's just beautiful left and right scenery. I think there are some colors that are a little bit more brighter in certain areas. Now, I have my monitor up on Vivid right now, so it's going to be looking a little bit better to you, or a little bit different to you. Whereas I can see the metallic flakes in my paint. I can see a lot more reflections. So when I switch this back over, probably, I don't know how good it's going to look, so we'll see once I turn it over to normal mode. And as you can see, I'm actually speeding right now. I think a lot of the problems I'm having right now as far as the hiccuping a little bit is because of the recording. If I was streaming, it'd be a totally different situation. But this game does run really, really smooth, even streaming. The recording, not so much because you're actually using the hard drive. As you see, all updated billboards as well. There's more of a natural stop when you have the steering wheel and the pedals. And you have idiots that don't know how to drive. I have a newfound respect for truck drivers now that I've been driving this, because the AI in the game are exactly like a lot of drivers out there that have no respect for truckers, but and they should, because a lot of truck drivers actually. Everything that you have in your home, things that you eat, are all delivered by truck drivers. So the majority of everything that you have in your home, even your home itself that's being built, is actually built and delivered by truck drivers. Most of the key ingredients, all the different materials, everything. So as you can tell, the turns are real natural. Let's see, we have about 10 minutes just to get down the road. We'll be just about done with the video. About as much realism as we can get. I don't care how many mods it takes. This has been the safe. I'm pretty sure that I could probably add about another 5 more mods on here and it would run okay. I think I'm pretty much at my limit with what I actually have on there right now, with the system that I have and the hard drive that I have. So I look over there, you see Best Buy off in the distance, and it looks like Best Buy. That's pretty cool. In fact, we might actually be turning in over there. Now see, to me right now with the Vivid, the concrete is actually washed out right now. It's almost like a white color. We'll see what it's like when I actually turn this over on the video side of it. Okay, yep, we're going to be turning right here into Best Buy. Oh, wrong button. Hit the horn. Alright, there we go. Let's get it in. And see, there again, we do not have the white lines to guide us in. We have the cones, which I like the cones. I think adds a little bit of realism to it. It's pretty neat. Okay, well, anyway, we're there. There we go. All right, so again, I guess we can go ahead and let's hit save on this real quick. Okay, let's go back to my profile here real quick. And like I said, I'll run over some of this. So if there's something in here that you're actually seeing that you want to know where the link is, I will do my best to try to find you that link to get to that mod. I do want to give credit to all the modders out there that are actually, you know, making a lot of this. So, but there's some really good mods. But the Viper 2, you definitely want to download the Viper 2 truck. That's what I was driving. Absolutely a great truck. Here's just a little list of some of the ones I'm actually using. So look through there. You can pause the video, check it out, and kind of see where I'm at with my mods and where I'm at with my game, and how I think that it's just right, just perfectly set exactly where I need it at, and how I like to play it. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if there's anything else that you'd like to see more about American Truck Simulator, let me know. And thank you very much. Appreciate it, guys.